That is how it works. Now, Sam George or a minister, and there are some panaba, and Ramikachiremo. Mr. Sam George has a package for you people today. And in the history of the Republic of Ghana, this is the first time a communication minister under 5 months making serious inroads with changing the face of the communication ministry, and they are buying Edema Ghana for to enjoy. This is what we call governance and leadership. Now, and your press conference, and the data obeto ye oslawusu krom 4 oslawusu and the MPP for area mo na mu media for MPP account for media protecting oslawusu emani di dream boy krono no, and Sam George aba in less than 5 months waba abeti data so shim, and the kwateketu abetuma yeso, and the tip on koso le frog obetuma tena internet so ache. Now Sam George asempano enye massive data bundle increase coming. Or say July 1st no omobabe increase with data auto data or bundle no be kosoro nende otete ho e magana fo enyina hu nyoma ode atoto kwam we are NDC about 5 months pe mama nyudwa munchiro MTN or see MTN moi na moto MTN no, and the 15% increase in all data bundles currently offered by the network. Or see, NDC are buying any MTN at Trasi. Emma Omodinsa also aba agreement to say the 15% data na motono omode ohamu enchichemu edunum ebeka. 1st July ya na start. Umpe we na opeka ya motium. Into ujujema MTN say moi na moto bundle na 399 Ghana na moto no, and or say 92 gigabyte no, and sa 399 na moto no emam 92 biom right now ebemam 214 gigabyte. This is what we mean by governance, making lives for the people easy. Oma nipano oma brabo aye easy. Sam George through the policies NDC for John Mahama buying in 5 months, data so data na moton 399, almost 400 Ghana na mutia munya 92 gigabytes no. And Sam George is a moto data 399 yabema 214. Where MTN the package no. Sam George has some panaba. First ya click it. Now oba Telecel Ghana Telecom. Oh dear sempa na bo. Oba Ghana Telecom. I friend of TELECEL. Sam George said almost 10% increment. A 10% increase in all data bundles currently offered by the network. Into more we use TELECEL no. Sa data na motono 400 Ghana no. Na ya mamu 190 gigabytes no. And Sam George say from 1st of July, who use TELECEL now auto data 400 Ghana and ya 190 gigabytes. Ya bema 250 gigabytes. 250. Almost a double of what you used to get. Almost a double. Yeah, it's a mine. I will say NDC Tinaso for 42 years. Sign your way, a bedroom point, you know, Obeto a data 20 Ghana. Now when you're almost a 500. I'm telling you. That is what we are talking about. It is a baby ba. Na onimnyansa na otutunyoma. You don't undermine. The reason why India, but Womiani MPP for they are trying everything possible to distract Sam George. And they say they know what Sam George is going to do. They know Sam George is going to change the communications ministry. Onim says Sam George is going to negotiate, and Ghanaians will forget the MPP forever. And anytime mama Sala boys no, and Kolana de Sala mo video mo say munko attack Sam George on Twitter. You can fool on Twitter, but the action is on the ground. Aha. Into where you tell yourself for the 10% increment. Into one motor 400 Ghana no, motor 400 Ghana. Now munya 190 gigabytes. You see Sam George from the first no, auto 400 Ghana. Ubenya 250 gigabytes. Mi jam Sam George na botre ya waha. Oyam from swa ya be tian, ya be correcto, ya be guido. Dia also ya Ghana ya be boa mo waye. You have taken a shit to let them sit on the shit. There are flies on Twitter. Way AirTelTtigo for a 10% increase in all data bundles currently offered by the network. Now, mo use to AirTelTtigo no, na mo to a bundle 400 Ghana no. First no under MPP. Now we to 400 Ghana near about 195 gigabyte. And under NDC Sam George leadership our communication ministry no. And out of 400 bundle now, ya bema 236 gigabyte. Egigim. Sam George took a shit on Twitter, and the Salah boys are eating his shit. They are flies. Sam George is serving the people real meat on the street. Yeah, Sammy, I there for you. Now, my mention on you maybe Sam George, so they are to communication minister no, I know what you know. Or see, under his leadership, 5 months, 150 million investment pledged by operators, and yet, omoton data or Ghana. I'm talking about the telecommunication companies. Sam George no matinase. Emomode on sa shekrata say ombe contribute $150 million to invest in telecommunication operations in Ghana. What Ghana? Twitter. Sam George takes a shit. The you people are clamoring on the shit. He's giving the people what they want. And Sam George ne MTN, Airtel, Tigo, Telecel, or new matinase or see. Third quarter 2025, sir, networks when Ebema Ghana $150 million. This is what we call being proactive, being a leader, somebody who thinks ahead. Sam George can send me, Mamin Chechim. Or see, he is preparing, or they are preparing what we call policy push for telecom tariff classification. Ministry seeking special electricity tariffs for telecoms to reduce operating costs and end user prices. Sesiano, omo de nyoma bi egu akwemu se ne be ya telecommunication companies no bills, omo light bills no omo ni aban betenase na sebio omo tu wan namon na anamon no betuno sa light bill no butua no omo mfa embegu ye ne customers so se de be nyina ho be henhan omo de aban bibia fra no den policy omo de emra kene beto ama telecommunication companies no se omo bedi so se eka bi beda omo so a chinchina no omo mpia embegu den ye ne customers no so nti awo se aban ne omo tenase eba omo light bills se ne aban be bo omo se subsidy se aban ne omo bekeka ne wie se ne be omo nka se light bill ye twa ne doso nti ye pia eka na kogu customers so ana Ghana for so no aban ene omo betenase omo be draw emra na ye de abo omo adwuma ho de ebra se ne be ya obi ntumi mfom. These are the facts, and these are waiting here to aba. These are the reasons in here to aba enie nti nobody should sit there and say Sam George is not working. Sam George is working. Sam George is delivering. You people are hurt. In 5 months, I dare Sam George 8 years MPP could not do it. Now I'm sure another one. Spectrum expansion for MTN and Telecel. Now at a point under NPP, na MTN Telecel must kwampa omo de den omo satellites sanya canon say to make it easy. Omo de bebo ho omo coverage na kwa no na omo nya space mpom biem. And cabinet approved additional spectrum allocation to improve service delivery. Baby o wa chiro ko gina dua so ansa na wenya MTN. Baby also ko gina dua so ansa na wenya Telecel. And aban cabinet approve say yembie mu mo kakra na omo network ni enkwa chire more. This is what this government is doing. This is what Sam George aban papa nie. Oh problem, Salah boys in Semne Dawson. I wanted you to know what Sam George has done. And then was set a record. And I believe Makacha Sam George and Makacha this government, they should take proactive measures when it comes to sanitizing the media space in Ghana. I'll always say aban we na adwene so obetune ne si radio na TV ho abra oni ngina so amenti ase. But if the government or reason, because your media space no are very, very poisonous. There are a lot of radio and TV stations in Ghana. They are not supposed to operate. They are not supposed to operate because most of them, they don't even have the requisite documentations to operate. The MPP put them in the system for them to misinform and disinform the system. And I'm expecting this government to take action, and they should take the right action. They should not abuse their power. They should not say radio ABR MPP 40 by force. No, you need to look in everybody's books. I've said this, and I'm still insisting, because we need to clean the system. I want the government to look into media houses, their books. Are they paying their taxes? Are they using the right documentation? Yatiana chema would because it's a papers by say sureties. Papa. So majority of these radio stations and TV stations in Ghana, for all you know, they are not using the right documentations, and they are not even paying their taxes. We need to sanitize the system. So I will urge the government to take a look at that seriously. They should look into their books. They should look into their books. Are they paying their taxes? Are they using the right documentations to run the radio and TV they are running in Ghana? Because our system is too poisoned. We have a lot of media houses in Ghana. They are just poisoning the system because when say time MPP never more power. They don't have the right documents, and they are just putting shit in the system. The government should not target any radio or TV station and say, because we don't like you, you should like everybody, but everybody should abide by the law. It's one thing that I have always been championing, and I want the government to take a look at that, because on my way ananka saying, if the media, some of them, the NPP polluted Ghana, the media space, with bad radio and TV stations, and I'm talking about bad documentation, and they were not even filing their taxes. Majority of them are not supposed to even operate in Ghana. Because Sika also Mutia near the sanitizing system. They were not. They captured the system, they took over the system, and they were polluting the system. Your body part they don't speak because they are not paying their taxes. Now they are indebted to the government. They sit on radio and TV and destroy the same citizens they are supposed to protect. So I'm pleading with the president, and I'm pleading with the government. And with all due respect, this needs to be done. Me say this needs to be done, and it has to be done now. With all due respect to the president, and I'm sending this message to the president himself, Mr. President, with all due respect, we want the media space to be cleaned up. No targeting. The law should be applied. The rules should be applied. If you are not doing the right thing, if you are not applying the right rules, if you are not using the right documentations, if you are not filing your taxes, you need to have a special committee that looks into the books of every radio TV stations in Ghana. Close them down. Let them know you cannot operate illegally in Ghana. If your books are not clean, go back and clean it up and come back. If your books are not clean, go back, clean it up, and bring it back. Because we need to make sure we have a media, TV, radio that is not indebted to any government. The moment radio and TV become indebted to a government, then they start to do the government propaganda. They start to lie to the people because they are scared to be shut down. And that is what is happening to Joy News, Joy FM. When a media house start getting into debt, they start, going against the law. They start knowing that they are in the red. They start to do the bidding of a government. And that is what happened under Kufuor. There were so many media houses in Ghana who were not paying taxes. They knew they were not paying taxes. They did not use the right documentation to file, to be able to broadcast. They knew their start, everything about them was illegal. But because they know, say, Omo committed crime, they had no option than to work for the government. I don't want that to happen in Ghana. And first of all, the government should start looking in the books of these radio stations. If any radio station, hey, you see the right documentation, why don't you allow them to operate? They have to. But if anybody is using any fake documentation, not applying the rules, are not paying taxes, especially if we want to reset our system, people are not supposed to evade taxes. The government, they need to look into this and make sure the right thing is done. So the guy is solid, the guy is consistent, the guy knows his job. Enti Montiasie, Sam George is a small boy, Odwan, Yankofa kokora metina no megimi. Yankofa kokora metina na o megimi. Sam George is going to serve you people Twitter. He's going to serve you shit, and he's going to serve the people of Ghana better meal. Meet no de my Wall Street so entina me dwudwo mama Ghana for. Sala boys and girls, mu fin. Oh boy dwuma no. And this is the reason why in here, Ghana for the they listen to this platform because me chirem. Inti Sala boys, mon kan chiro mo me se me eko bedu nko. None of them. That the funny thing is, I'm going to be Sala boys when you put their platforms together, they cannot match me. None of them. In fact, The most interesting thing is say none of them can even do a live show 2 hours in a day. None of them. They cannot be consistent, speak on content for 2 hours. All the things they do are pre-recorded, 20 seconds, 2 minutes, 4 minutes. What damn? What you say easy? Live show, being proactive, your brain working, explaining things for 3 hours. What you say kind of way, Jimmy? None of them can do this. They can be in cubicles and bunks and do 2 minutes, 3 minutes and cut. Hey, go and record and cut. Man, I'm a professional editor. Yeah. I know everything about Premiere, not all these softwares you're using. Edit and cut, record and cut. Oh, wait, delete it. Put a picture on it. Let the video, put a background sound. Let B-rolls. Way more. You're prepared with them. No, you can't live show breaking issues down for 3 hours. You think what's the typical politics? Huh? Salah boys, you have no idea. Me say, I will nullify you people. 6 months, me go in our platform. No, what you said that form? This is what the government is doing. Talk and cut, record and cut, record and cut. More bottom.